go ahead and shoot.
Okay. So the first step is the 2 pins drop down and pop 2 water balloons, which are situated in funnels. So that's our parallel track. They'll both go down 2 tubes, joined together. The combined weight of the water in both of those will be enough to lift the block, which the bucket is attached to via a pulley. That block will lift up, which will let a Hot Wheels car go down the track, which will in turn hit dominoes, which will activate and fall sequentially. Hit a lever, which will reverse the motion to this direction, which will dislodge a marble at the top of this ramp that has all the bells hanging on the little arches. It'll hit all the bells for our sound flourish. It'll round the bend, and then hit the power switch to turn on our visual flourish, which is the fan, and also tactical flourish, actually. And it'll go down the ramp, fall into the bucket, dislodge this pendulum, which weighs enough to move a weight off of a second lever, which is heavy enough to drop down and activate the next portion in the sequence. So that's section 1.
Who speaks for section 2?
So Will's lever hits our lever, which raises this rod. Which
Do you have a toothache?
No, I'm just tired. Which raises the rod, which tilts the gun, in other words, pipe scrap that we found in the shop. That releases a steel ball, which rolls down the actively made track, knocks the other cup with another steel ball off, pulling down the reverse dominoes, releasing this pin, which releases 3 strings, which then allows a knife to drop and pop the balloon, which fills up the bowl, so think of it as milk. And another string drops the steel rod, which flips a switch, turning on our visual flourish and starting our music to help you wake up, releasing some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And we have a 3rd string, which releases a ball that rolls down a track, which knocks over plywood, which releases a spoon, so you can eat the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So that's Morning Glory. It fills up a bowl. All those have to come together for the weight to lower our 3rd lever in this entire machine to raise the rod for the next machine.
Hey.
I'm so cool.
Okay, so our portion gets hit by the rod from the machine. It knocks the cup with this cue ball forward. The cue ball rolls down this ramp into the paint can, which is attached to an Allen wrench that's situated into a notch we cut in this 2x4. It knocks the Allen wrench out, which makes this sculpture fall down and therefore pulls this tie line. When the tie line gets pulled, this plywood flips up and the 3 cue balls start rolling down the ramp. There's also a card underneath, which is our sound effect. It's a musical card. And when the ramp lifts up, it opens it and it plays the Star Wars theme song. Okay, and so the ball on the first ramp. The red ball on the first ramp hits this piece of wood. It knocks this piece of wood forward, and this cup here, which you can't see because it's behind a piece of plywood, there's a cup there. It falls forward, a ball rolls down this ramp and into this drawer. That's the end of that. The second and third balls are far more important. The orange and purple ones roll down these 2 ramps. One falls into a basket, which pulls this first switch, and one rolls through that and knocks a second switch, which is situated inside of that box. And those 2 switches activate the spinning blade of death.
Yes, there's always a spinning blade of death.
Cuts this string that starts the next machine.
Good thing that was
False alarm!
It doesn't go anywhere.
You have to scream when that happens.
You have to scream. Is there more talking? Talk while she's doing.
So, much like the David Bover's poster that is hanging in disarray on that wall, our project experienced some catastrophic failures in the middle of the night. So, this is not what the original product was supposed to be, so we have scaled back and reorganized it. When the string is cut, it releases the Wheel of Extremities, which spins, and this severed bone hits this ball of yarn, which tips down these skewered balls, which hits a power strip, which powers on the menorah and the hairdryer, and also plays a sound cue on an iPod. The blow dryer pushes a steel ball into that lever, which flips up and pops a balloon, and also flips down and hits a button. It's a concept piece, really. Also, it doesn't work if you don't hold these things.